Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome back to 2 Point Campus. I hope you're having a good one because I am excited to be back. Things are actually going quite well at the moment, which is new. It's a new feeling and I'm kind of enjoying it. Now, I probably don't need to explain this to you, but I'm going to do it anyway. There have been a few changes since the last episode. I decided to go and make this central area here look all nice-like with some trees and plants and benches, but I've also gone in and changed the layout of a few spaces as well. I've made a bunch of upgrades to our lecterns and some other rooms here and there as well. We now have a student lounge right here. We have some new dormitories down here, and the current grade on campus is a B+, with us having 5 out of 10 level 6 rooms. So here's what I want to do. I want to go ahead and I want to get ourselves another training room for our staff. And I'm going to go ahead and put that, I suppose, let's see, right about here maybe? I think right about there. We'll go for a training room right about there. And then I want to copy that training room and I want to get another one. And I want to put it, well, not quite right about there. I actually want to move this thing and move these screens. So this is going to be on that side of the room with the door being right there, and the screens can go, I guess, right there. And can I get these right next to each other? I absolutely can, which is sort of what I did over there. Regardless, I want to get that second training room, and we now have it. And I want to go and immediately say that we upgrade the training pods, because the higher level my staff, the better the education they are going to provide to our students, and that is something that we need to stay on top of. And the reason I wanted to move the door is because what I can do now is very, very quickly go and throw a tiny little bathroom in there, and I think that's going to be a good idea. So now we have that bathroom. I do want to get some other things in this space. I actually want to get another library, but we could probably also get maybe some showers as well. Let's start with the library, though. So we'll go over here. We're going to grab this, well, we've already grabbed it. And I'm gonna just put it, I suppose, like this, so that it, nicely lines up with the rooms that are already there. And we'll just go ahead and approve it. We can get an assistant for it shortly. And for this space over here, I'm thinking we just go for showers. Just something really, really simple like this. That'll give the students somewhere to stay clean. That gives them a bathroom. And I suppose we could potentially get ourselves a little staff room right down here. It's nothing too fancy, nothing too huge, but it does, once again, fill the space, and that's kind of what I want to do. So there we go. We have a staff room, which brings us up to campus level 19, which I'm absolutely not going to complain about. We have some upgrades going, and we just need to get ourselves another assistant, and in this case, we're going to go for, I guess, Chuck Rhymes right here, and Chuck can work in the library, and that is the only thing that I'm going to have Chuck doing. So that's going to be another place the students can go to study and level up and do their thing. Now, I do want to get a couple of different things over here as well. We have a couple of students that need pastoral care, and we have a couple of students that need medical care. So the medical office has to be 3x3, and pastoral support has to be 3x3 as well. What is this? Did someone order a guy in a bug suit? Well, they better have. Interesting. So what we'll do is pastoral support right here, and I'm thinking we're just gonna go for the one room for the time being. We might eventually want to do more than just a single pastoral support room, but we'll see how things go. We'll put a couple of these cabinets in the back just to make it a little bit more efficient. We'll get a nice fireplace right there. Maybe move this down a little bit, and we could go and get ourselves a rug if that's an option. Doesn't seem like it is. Okay, so we're not getting a rug, but we can get a room divider, which I think will look kind of fantastic right about there. And of course, we also probably want a little bit of art. I think that right there happens to look kind of lovely. Although I do wonder if I could change the design of the room so that we have something that maybe matches the purple chairs a little bit. Let's see what this would look like. You know what? Freshwater seems like the way to go. As for the floor, I'm actually kind of liking the plaid. So we'll go and get that in there as well. And we'll also make sure this is applied to all rooms of this type. And I think that's pretty good. So we are going to need an assistant to run this. I guess we can go and get Candida Pleb. I I got no idea. No idea on some of these names, but there we go. We now have Pastoral Support. So you go in there, you do your thing, grab a chair, and students can go talk to you. And then what we need to do is get a medical office. So the medical office can go right here, and it's going to be a very, very similar kind of idea, just a 3x4 space. We can get a nice desk in here like this, and maybe a couple of medical cabinets just opposite as well. Nothing too crazy, just enough to keep it, functional. And we can get ourselves, once again, another assistant. We'll go for, I guess, Ross Chinwag will do the job. And you can go ahead, and you are only, oh, hello. How do we do? 99% pass rate, not bad. You, Ross, are only going to be working in the medical office. So that means we're now in a position where we should be okay to do some good things for the students. We've got you coming in there to have a bit of a chat. We've got medical over here. We might actually need, because there's currently a queue of 4 people, we might need more pastoral care. There's actually a really good chance. Although looking at it, we also need another lecture theater and another recording studio. So perhaps we hold off. Let's go ahead and copy this lecture theater, and we can place it right about there. And as for the recording studio, it's $60,000. So let's take a loan. I'm pretty sure we can take out the small one and we'll be okay. So we'll go to you, we'll copy, and this guy can go, I guess right about there should be fine. So $60,000 for that. We need one more musicality teacher, which is going to be Claire Weaver. And that should be everything we need for the new academic year. We've got to bring us up to an A grade. We got to get more level 6 rooms. We can totally do that. And also, if I upgrade you, do I need more rooms? I absolutely do not. Okay. This is good. This is very good. And I'll tell you what I'm also going to do. I'm going to copy this pastoral care room and place it right down there. And we'll go ahead and get ourselves another pastoral care assistant. Or apparently we won't because we don't have any. So we'll clear out all of these assistants. We'll get a new one in a couple of days, and we'll start the next year. So we've got a bunch of students coming in. We got a bunch of teachers that are going to be able to get trained and level up. And I guess that's where we can go next, right? We can go and say, you, level 3, you up to level 2. You can go up to level 3 as well. You can go up to level 3. We'll just train them all over time. And I mean, it is August, so we should see a few of them, hopefully, level up a little bit. Oh, now we have a student that wants to drop out. What's going on with you? You are hungry, you are thirsty, and you are filthy. Okay, well, that's probably fair enough. Your room prestige is also pretty bad. Your accommodations are terrible. Your personal goals are terrible. Your clubs are terrible. Your relationships are terrible. And your tuition fee. What do you mean your tuition fees are 50%? You don't pay tuition fees. What are you talking about? Tuition fees 50%. You don't even pay them. You don't even pay them. It's ridiculous. Anyway, let's see if we can get our hands on another. Wow, apparently we can't get our hands on another. We really need an assistant that can do pastoral care. And apparently they don't want to apply to work here. So let's see if this next one is maybe going to be pastoral care. You are. Fantastic. Okay, so you are hired. You are only working in pastoral care. And while we're here, let me see what I want to do about your outfit. Let's look at the maroon vest, which is kind of cool looking. Let's get the red vest. You know what? I'm just going to unlock all of them because I can. That makes you look like a referee. I'm going to say no on that one. We could give you nurse's scrubs just to be kind of funny about it. But I kind of like the stripy red vest, so I think we're going to go with the stripy red vest. As for my janitors, I mean, we have some options. Green coat, red coat, yellow coat, orange coat. I can imagine what it looks like. Maybe overalls. I mean, overalls by default are blue. So what about the gray ones? Yeah, I kind of dig that. So we'll go for it. And then for teachers, let's see. I think the yellow high-vis, interesting. I think yellow high-vis would be kind of funny for the teachers, I'm going to be honest. Oh, it looks awful. It does. It does. It does look awful. What about the maroon one? Ooh. Oh, I like that a lot. Okay, so that's what we're going for. We got them some outfits. That'll keep them It doesn't do anything. I was going to say it keeps them happy, but it doesn't. It doesn't change a single thing. But that's all right. Let's, in the meantime, go and upgrade all of our Training Pod 2s into Training Pod 3s. And let's also spend some money making sure that my teachers continue to upgrade. So you to Musicality 4, you to Musicality 5, same with you. You go up to Countercultural Studies. We'll get you to level 3. So we'll get all of that learning going. And I guess what I'm also going to do, I mean, what are you... So you need to see... You're waiting to see a doctor, so that's fine. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to get a couple of vendors down here. So I think hot dogs, I think smoothies, and I think coffee. And I think, yeah, they can get around to the back of those, so that's fine. And what we can do is throw a couple of these benches just out front like this. And we'll throw a couple right here as well. And then along this hallway, I also want to do just a bunch of benches where people can sit and wait for whatever they're going to. So just line that entire wall with them. And then I'll go in and say, take out this one. We'll take out this one. And we'll get ourselves a vending machine in there, as well as another vending machine right there. And we're going to need some bins. So a bin right down in that corner. And I guess we'll get a bin... let's see. We'll go for a bin sort of right on that corner as well. And that should keep people in this end of the campus relatively happy. We can get ourselves, I guess, Sylvia Killmeister. So you are hired. We'll also get Yolanda Juggle. And we'll say that both of you are going to be working in the kiosks exclusively. So they can go up the corridor there and work in the kiosks. And again, this should keep the students kind of happy. They can go and get some food up there. And we'll have a new applicant in a day that can work in the smoothie kiosk. And again, like I said, it'll keep everyone relatively happy. So Hugo Mouth, congratulations. You are not working pastoral care that you studied for. You're working in a food and drink kiosk. Enjoy. So I suppose we should take a second to go through the inbox and see what everyone wants. They want a student union party. We can absolutely schedule that, and we'll go for the beginning of June, repeating every single year. What is this? Rose Garden wanted. I don't want to give them a Rose Garden. They want a super console, which is going to require a research room, which we don't really have space for. I could obviously, buy a new chunk of land. I'm not really interested in doing that right now, to be quite honest with you. I'm kind of okay with where we are. And, I mean, we're upgrading this stuff. We're upgrading this. I think what we really need to do is just get ourselves a couple more level 6 rooms, and then we just focus on the grades. Now, in terms of rooms that we can upgrade, it's going to be slightly tricky. This is a level 2 room. This is a level 8 room. This is level 6. I did upgrade the recording studios. This library, very, very close to level 6. So I wonder... if I was to go and put that in there, it levels up. And if I was to go and do the same thing over here, that one levels up as well. So we should now have 10 level 6 rooms. We just need the grades to be a little bit higher, and we're going to be all right. So we have $198,000. Let's go ahead and start training some more staff. So let's get you up to level 5. Let's get you up to level 4. And you know what? We'll start going for level 6 and a few of you as well, just to really, really start, making things good around here. As for my janitors, I feel like they're doing okay. I feel like we could probably just, I don't know, give them all maintenance, give them all mechanics so they can all upgrade things. I think maintenance is just better maintenance skills, so I think they're just faster. I suppose we can do that so that they can repair things that bit quicker. It seems like it would be a pretty good idea. And I guess we'll do the same with you. We'll give you maintenance, and we'll give you some maintenance as well. And then I'm not going to bother with my assistants because I think the assistants are kind of okay. They're doing their thing. Now that I think about it, I am actually going to go ahead and buy this lot right here because I want to go ahead and essentially, I want to turn it into a big dormitory building. that's kind of my goal here, is I think it's just going to be a big dormitory building, and that will hopefully keep our students a little bit happier, because as it stands right now, this dorm room has 16 people assigned to it. This one has 8. This one has 9. So the dormitories and the general quality of living is not very good. So we can hopefully do something about that. Now, I did go ahead and make these dormitories right here, which are a little bit different to the bigger ones that we have down there. It is very similar to the design that we've been using this entire time, the one that I stole from a community member, but I just decided to try and cram as much stuff in here to get these to be level 7 so that they're actually kind of decent and sought after. So I'm going to copy this. It is 17,000 to do so. But my thinking is essentially, I'm gonna, well, I don't know how well this is necessarily gonna work, but I'm gonna go here with it. And I'm going to see if I can just get a bunch of these in here. So right about there, and it gives us room for a bathroom at the end. If we go and copy it and put it right about there, it gives us room for maybe a shower at the end. And then what we can, I guess, maybe do is, if I put that there and I put this one here, this might be kind of interesting for a design if we do, I suppose, something like this. Or maybe move it over one. I don't really know what I want to do here. I don't know how well this is necessarily going to work. Let's have a bit of fun here and just see what happens. Right? Let's just see where this goes. So I could put that down there. I don't know that I want to do that. I could do this, which it's going to make for a bit of a cramped corner down there, but that's okay. But essentially what I'm thinking is some back-to-back dormitories there. And then we'll go and copy you and do sort of the same thing over on this side. We'll copy you and do the same thing here, and that gives us a corridor down the middle. And then if I copy you, it gives us a little space in that corner that I can play with. I actually kind of like that. Or if I do this, it gives us spaces on either side, but I think what I'm going to do is, I think I'm going to do this. And then if we get some more money, which we now have, I can do, not that, I can do this. And I mean, that's a bunch of dormitories, right? That's good. Each one has 7 students assigned, which is going to be good for us. These smaller ones have 4 students assigned, so that should generally make the students happier and should then increase, you know, their grades and whatnot. So let's just get ourselves the things that we're going to need in here. And I think the way I'll do that is just a small bathroom right here. And we'll approve it. And then over on this side, it's going to be a small shower room. Just something really, really simple. And then in those corners, I'm kind of thinking that maybe we actually do a student lounge, which I don't think I actually can't do in those corners. So that might have to be something else, annoyingly. Although, before we figure out what that's going to be, let's see how we did. We had a pass rate of 99%, not bad. We have no money, and we have a lot of course points. Now, the question is, if I spend them, they're going to want another teacher, which is going to be 28,000, which I can't afford. But I guess, I mean, I can take a loan, right? Oh, God. Oh, no. It's going to have to be a big one. Okay, we're taking the loan. That's fine. Let me get a musicality teacher. Amy Bapp, welcome. Let's just start the new year. And let's figure out what we're doing with these corners, I guess. I mean, we do have some smaller dormitories that we could play around with, right? So I could do this, I suppose, like a little dormitory right there, and then copy it and put a little dormitory right there. And I guess that's okay. And then I could put like vending machines or something in those corners, which I think is exactly what I'm going to do. So we'll do like pulpitation. We'll do this one. And then over on this side, we'll sort of do a similar idea. We'll put this one in the corner and we'll do pulpitation just out here. So that gives them somewhere to get some food around here. It's nothing too crazy, but it should be all right. And then the general student happiness is 67%. These dormitories still have 8 students assigned. These ones still have 4. But as far as accommodation goes, I mean, it seems all right. That seems like a good use of space. It should keep everyone happy. And now I just need to get the grades from a B+ to an A, which we've got to be close to. We've got to be. We've got to be close to doing that. Our average musicality assessment score is 87% right now. So let's take a look and see what the students kind of want. You need energy and you need food. So more vending machines? I mean, that would help, right? More vending machines would certainly give you more food. So maybe we go and throw... I mean, have we got more options for vending machines down here, or have I got all of them right now? Okay, so I have all of them. Interesting. Let's, I guess, throw this guy here. We'll do palpitation over here. And I guess we should probably do something a little healthier. We should probably do some kiosks as well. So we'll go and get a veggie kiosk, and I'm going to throw it down in this corner. And we'll get ourselves a smoothie kiosk and put it down in this corner. And then I suppose we just get some assistants to run those, and that should help us out as well. So let's go for Eve Curious, and let's go for, let's see, Hazel Bird. And then both of you are working at the kiosks is what you're going to be doing. Now, I'm going to point something out. There's a teacher here whose name is Dickie Pound. Just going to leave that. I'm just going to throw that out there. I know these names are, I assume, randomized from first names and surnames, but, fair enough. Fair enough. Oh, we have another student that is wanting to drop out. What's going on with you? You are hungry, which is interesting, although looking at it, we do have 3 assistants missing down there, which is not exactly good, but I'm also pretty sure, yeah, you've got square eyes, which means you need medical attention, so you'll be okay. We'll also send you to pastoral care to get seen to, and I think you might be the only person that's considering dropping out right now, so we might be okay. I think we have a couple of outlying students that aren't thrilled about the state of things. We might want an extra assistant or two to make sure that all of these stands are up and running. Although looking at it, we actually don't have an assistant in the library here either, which is kind of concerning. Although, I guess we have someone working there now. I guess they come and go. I guess they have to go on breaks, and that's just sort of the way of it. But it'd be nice. It would be nice if they would just, you know, man the stalls a little bit more regularly. So what's going on with you? You want to drop out? You are bored? You've got square eyes, which means you need to go and see a medic. So we'll get you to go and see a medic, and hopefully that'll help you out. Now, you have an assignment request, and you have an assignment request as well. So we need a research room. That's interesting. I'm not against getting a research room, to be quite honest. I think it'll be a good idea. So what we'll do is we're going to sell those couple of plants right there, and I'm going to sell this bench. And then I suppose I'm also going to go in and I'm going to get rid of that little bit of land right there. And we'll put a building in this space. Now, the building, I'm thinking, do we want to do something weird with it? We could do something weird with it. We do have that option. We could do this, and we could do this, and we could do this. And it's a bit weird looking, but I kind of dig it. I think it's kind of cool. So we'll go ahead and, do I want to put a big door there? I could put a big door down here as well. We'll put it right there in the middle, and we'll just build it. And this is just going to be space for researchers, essentially. And, oh, it does look a bit weird, doesn't it? I don't know that I love it. We also have someone that actually did just drop out, which is new. And again, sort of concerning, but we'll assume that it's a one-off issue. Now, research. Can we get a research room here? We absolutely can. Research lab, 40,000, has to be 4x4. So we'll just do this. And looking at it, I get the feeling we're about to have 2 research rooms, which is fine by me. I'm kind of here for it. So we'll get this thing in here. We can do some research consoles, I guess, down in that corner, down in that corner. We could do some research desks, which don't really do anything. The research lights are really cool, though. So we'll get those in here at either side. And what else? Is there anything else that helps with research? Research station, research cabinets. The research panel does. So we'll throw a few of these guys in here just to generally improve the quality of research. And then we have line graphs, we have bar graphs. We'll get both of those. We have pie charts. I guess we'll just get all the research stuff, right? We might as well. So let's see. Let's get a filing cabinet down in either corner. This is now 56,000, which is a ridiculous amount of money, but that's okay. We'll get a research desk here. We'll get a research station over here. And that looks pretty good to me. That looks pretty good. I do think a couple of graphs might be in order just to try and bring the quality of the room up a little bit. But I'm kind of happy with that. So that's one research lab. And apparently, we just got 2 stars. I left my role as the county's health minister in no small part due to Miss Odyssey's incessant pestering of 2 Points Medical Services. Her return is a sobering reminder that you can't run from your problems, especially when they're a benevolent cultural icon. Okay. So now what? That's the real question. What do we... Uh-oh. The campus is the talk of the county's music scene. I mean, I'm talking about it, and Bungle Records are too. They've asked me to hear your students perform. This is their chance to become music stars like me. Rich, famous, and deliciously out of touch. Interesting. So the attractiveness rating needs to be 80%. We need to earn 2 million. We need a campus level 25, which we're almost there. And we need to win a talent show. That's good. I'm here for it. I'm also going to just clone these because I can. And I guess the general attractiveness rating is something, I mean, that's easy to deal with. Because we can just go in and say, well, for one, give me a couple of vending machines down here so that we, can feed people around here. But then all I need to do, really, is go and get some plants and say, a plant right there and a plant right there. We can do some plants right there and a nice plant right over there. And honestly, plants are kind of going to be the big thing for making this place a little bit less trashy, I guess is the word that we're going to go for. Okay, so I've thrown a bunch of plants around the place. The attractiveness rating is 68%. I think, honestly, that's going to do for now. Let's go ahead and schedule this talent show. All right, and we can't repeat it every year. We also can't do it in July because there's not enough time remaining. So we'll do it, I guess we'll schedule it for next year. So we'll cancel that event. We can go in and look at our schedule. We can look at next year. And apparently this is having some problems. Oh, we're going to need another lecture theater and another recording studio next year. Oh boy. Okay, not sure how I feel about that, I'm going to be honest. But whatever. Next year, let's look at rooms. Let's go to Student Union. And let's schedule something for here, which is going to be the talent show. And we'll book it. And then I guess for January, we'll go to next year. We'll go right down and we'll just schedule again, just in case, it doesn't go very well that first time. So we'll do 2 of them. We need to win it, which I'm hoping we can do. And then we just need to make, millions of dollars, which again, we're doing. We're making money. It'll take a year or 2 to get there, but I'm pretty confident we can do it. So Roderick Port, sure. We need a super console. We just need to research that really, which apparently I can't do. I need staff with internet history in order to research this. Interesting. I didn't really think about that. Although, what is this? That's going to be staff with musicality, Omnicure. Let's look at upgrading the Omnicure. That sounds like a good idea. And then general knowledge is going to give me a general knowledge bookcase. That's going to give me a green screen for marketing. Okay. Well, I mean, fair enough. I guess maybe we should spend a bit of time. And I did say I was going to do this, but we probably should at some point try and spend some time to just upgrade everything, just unlock all of these different available upgrades. It seems like it would be a really good idea. I've got to be honest. Okay, so end of the year. I think we had a bunch of people graduate. We are still making money. The attractiveness rating is going down a little bit. But we'll give my janitors time to clean everything up. We'll give them time to chill. We do need another lecture theater, and we do need another recording studio. So I think what I'm going to have to do is go into this space and sell the things in that space. I'm also going to go in here and get myself some grass so I can just completely cover this area and make it look decent, because it currently doesn't really. So let's see what we can do, I suppose. Let's see if I just run a path straight up to there. And honestly, I'm going to change it out for this one, because I think it's just going to look better if it's all a little bit uniform. This can run straight down to here. And honestly, I think that looks all right. We'll maybe run a path over here as well. And you know what? We'll run a path over here as well, just so everything kind of lines up a little bit, which, again, it now does. As for this side of things, I figure what we can do is build another building and put a lecture theater and recording studio in there. So let's take a look and see if that's actually a thing I can do. It's not that it's going to be so expensive, it's just that, I'm going to be honest, I just don't know that we have the space for all of it, but we'll find out. The door can be right here. No, it can't. It's going to be overlapping with the other door. The door, in that case, can be, I guess, right up here. Bit of a weird spot to put it. Right on the edge, like right on the road. What if we put it down here? Or here? I feel like here is probably the better spot for it. Yeah, I don't know. It does look a bit weird. You know what? I'm just going to put it on the road. It's whatever. It's going on the road. Or a small, can I put a smaller door down there? Oh, I can do the smaller door. Okay. So I'll allow that, and then I'm going to edit this building. Get rid of that door. Which I can't do, apparently. Oh, dear. Can I not delete the door? I want to replace it with this. That's kind of my thing here, is I want to, oh god, it does need a door, doesn't it? I can't put it down there because of collisions, I guess. So if I just get rid of you and you and you, can I move this door down here and then put a small door right here and then just delete the big door? Yeah, there we go. Okay, so that works out perfectly. We'll approve it. We'll get our vending machines back in there and keep everybody happy. And we'll get the new rooms that we need on the other side. So let's grab ourselves a lecture theater. That's the lectern itself. I want the entire bloody room, which is this thing. And we can place it, well, I guess we could technically place it right there. And then use that corridor to get to it. And as for a recording studio, I suppose we can go and just grab whatever the best one is that we have, which I think is this original one. I want to say this original one is the best one we have, so I'm going to copy that and just slap it right about there. And then that gives us a corridor that we don't really need. So maybe we space things out a little bit, and maybe this is a bit of a bigger recording space, because it is a little bit cramped, and it always sort of has been. So this seems like a pretty good space to work with. I think what I'm gonna do, though, is get another student lounge over here just to keep them nice and happy. So we'll get ourselves a door right here. And essentially my thinking with this is I just want it to be this really social space. I just want it to be something where they can go and kind of chill. I do, of course, want them to be able to get food and to stay clean in here. So we'll get them the microwave, we'll get them the sink, we'll get them the fridge right there, and we will get them a bin as well, so they can just dump everything they're not using. So that's food, that's hygiene, that's some entertainment. We can give them a little bit of a hand sanitizer right there. And let's see, I think we'll give them, I guess we'll give them one of these tables so they can kind of sit and chill. And then in terms of other entertainment, I mean, we could give them a party station. That is an option, but I'm kind of thinking that a boombox right down there in the corner is a bit of an idea. And I think, honestly, an arcade cabinet or two, probably not the worst idea either. So something a bit like that for a new student lounge should be just fine. And maybe these get moved closer together so I can go ahead and put a couch just down in this corner. And that seems all right. That actually seems all right to me. We'll maybe do a little bit of art just to bring the level of the room up a little bit, and we'll approve it. So that should keep them happy. That'll give the students something to do in that space. And the only other thing I want to do down here is a bunch of vendors, a bunch of these kiosks. So we'll go for hot dogs right there. We'll go for, I guess, coffee. Well, we'll move this along a little bit. Can I just pick you up and put you there? No. Okay. So what we'll do is go for here. And maybe we just do hot dogs and coffee. Maybe that's the combination here. Unless I can get a third thing, such as vegetables, without blocking anything, which it looks like I can. So I'm kind of here for that. I think that's probably fair enough. Maybe a little wall divider thing on that corner, and maybe a vending machine around the corner. So maybe pulpitation or something. Although it looks like it's, well, I guess that works. Yeah, that seems fine. I actually like that a lot. And I wonder if I could maybe get a little room divider thing down here so that it's, you know, feels sort of enclosed. I like this. I think just a couple of tables out here and we are pretty good. So we'll go for here and we'll go for here. And that seems fine. So let's get some assistants. Let's get them working here. Let's see if that helps the students out. And we can hope for the best. So apparently I just won a talent show, which is good. That's another thing out of the way that we needed to do to be 3 stars on this place, which I'm very, very happy about. So now we just need to make another $800,000, and we need to get this place up to 80% attractiveness, which to be quite honest, we're very close. I put a bunch of trees around the place. I've put a bunch of plants around the place. I think there's a chance that at the end of the year, when we start tidying everything up a little bit, we're really going to see the attractiveness just increase. Although looking at it, I guess we could throw more stuff in here. There's a bunch of rooms, like the training rooms are not very attractive at all. So if I was to go in and say, I don't know, what do we want to put in a training room that's going to make it look better? Can I put this in here? I can. So that helps a little bit. I could put this up there to make it a little nicer. I could put painting up there to make it a bit nicer, and that helps us out. And I suppose that same thing should apply to the other training rooms as well. So, you know, painting there, a painting there, and a painting, I think there. That seems okay. And then the same idea over here as well. So the red one, which needs to be moved to the left. We want the red one, which we have. We want the green one, and we want the blue one. And that helps out those rooms a little bit. And then for all of this space, I mean, just some canvases might be sort of nice. So just sort of dot those along the wall a little bit. And that seems to have helped us out. And then maybe on the other side, we try and do similar. So like the red canvas, the green canvas, and the blue canvas. Makes that area really nice. We could get this nice picture of that fella on that wall. And now this whole place is considerably nicer. We do probably want to do something with this computer lab though. So we'll go ahead and put a poster there. And we'll put a poster down at this end of things, which certainly seems to help it out. And I guess we'll just sort of duplicate those to either side. And that seems better. We're up to 77% attractiveness. And we have a student thinking of dropping out. What's going on with you? You're in pastoral care, so I'm going to send you to both the doctor and pastoral care to make sure that you don't drop out. 79% attractiveness. Over just under $500,000 to be made. I think we might be well on our way to being a 3-star campus. I've got to be honest. So as we approach the end of the academic year, we have earned our $2 million. We are at an attractiveness rating of 75%. We have some students that are not very happy. Let's just check our awards real quick. We're doing okay. I'm all right with that. Now, here's what I'm thinking. We're about to have a bunch of students that are going to leave. We're going to have room to clean the place up a little bit. I'm pretty confident in saying I'm thinking we're going to get this 80%. My janitors just need to go around, tidy everything up, and we should be fine, right? That's how this is going to work, although the attractiveness rating is going down quite considerably. It's really, really going down. I'm a little worried about this. I feel like it should be going the other way. Kind of feel like the attractiveness rating really should be going the other way. Let me go and get you in here, and let me get like 2 more janitors to bring that up to 10 in total, and see if that maybe helps us out a little bit. So we'll go for you. And yeah, we're up to 77%. So I think, yeah, 78%. Come on, give me that 80%. We've got to be able to do this. There's a bunch of garbage laying around the place. That's got to be bringing it down by like 2%. It's got to, there we go. Okay. At first, I wasn't sure about your approach to student music. It seemed strange, loud, and irritating. However, my sources at Bungle assure me that you've been tremendously successful. So with that in mind, I've always been a huge fan of yours and any old rubbish that your students call art. I'll take it. I'll absolutely take it. That makes me very, very happy. So Upper Etching now has 3 stars. Not bad. Not bad at all. That is the 3rd campus that we've done that to. To unlock good old Blundergrad, yes, I'm going to pronounce it that way every single time, we do need to get a star in Pebberley Ruins. And then for Urban Bungle, we need a star in Pebberley Ruins, and for Breaking Point, we need the same thing. So essentially, we have 4 campuses left before we've done all of them, which is kind of exciting. So I guess next, even though we're only starting with $80,000, we're going to Pebberley Ruins.